There are a few muscles that if you work them out, you look bigger. But biceps not one of them. You should obviously train your entire body. That's not even up for debate, but that's why I'm doing this video. Because sometimes you neglect a few muscles that when they're massier, when they're bigger, your overall structure will look bigger. Also, you shouldn't be lacking strength on any part of your body. That'll come in very handy, especially if you're an athlete. So let's start with the first one. The first one makes me very proud when I have to go to a wedding and I can't button up the top button of my shirt. The neck. It's not uncommon to see people that are very skinny, but they have a big neck, and then they look like they're bigger just because of that. And the good news is you don't have to do a lot of work or a lot of volume at first, because probably you've been neglecting it your entire life. So if you start by doing 2 sets only of each exercise, you'll get a lot of results. And if you then start doing it more frequently, like twice a week, you'll get a lot of results. Besides, it comes in very handy for you to avoid certain injuries, especially impact ones. I'm a stuntman, so I really need to work on my neck. If you were a martial artist, if you're a weightlifter, sometimes, you know, with the jerking techniques, you have to go back and forwards with the head very quickly. So this really will avoid injuries. Work that fucking neck. Not only should you work on your neck, you should also work your traps. So let's consider this a subsection of the neck workout. One of my favorite exercises is the farmer carries with a lot of... Anyways, remember that phrase, skinny guys have abs, big guys have traps. Traps are the new abs, baby. Next one, the chest. But not just the chest as a whole, the upper portion of the chest. Because you have a little bit of cleavage, you'll see the bulging chest coming through. Also, the front portion, the anterior deltoids. So you should work it with incline bench presses. I remember when I started getting stronger in the bench press, in the plain, in the flat bench press, I started working on that so much that I would leave very little effort for the incline one. Big mistake. Especially with dumbbells, you'll get a really, really good structure in your whole body just because of that little area. The lats. These seem like really basic. It's kind of obvious, but a lot of people still don't know how to really isolate the lats. You should think that your elbow is doing all the work on the way down, for instance, on a pull-up. And not just use the forearms and the biceps like a lot of people do. You should always extend properly and then reach out and do the scap pull-up and then the pull-up. That is the perfect way to really isolate your lats. So think of this and really have that mind-muscle connection whenever you do any type of rowing. Because even when you're rowing, you're not just working the middle back, you're working the outer back as well. The lats are very important to confer that V structure, that V taper of your physique. So remember, don't be a wuss. Work your entire body. I want everything to be in place. I don't want you to get injured because you just wanted to work on your chest and your biceps and nothing else. You don't even train legs. How do you want to be Willow Strong that way? You're never gonna be Willow Strong, never! Your body works as a whole. Every muscle has its purpose. Subscribe, share, like, follow us on Instagram, and be strong and big like me. You're gonna hurt somebody now. Oh, I'm gonna hurt somebody.